Hey friends, okay, so today's video, I'm just gonna do a chatty video. I feel like it's been so long since I've done a video like this. Over on my Patreon, I do a video like this once a month, but I haven't on my main channel for a long time. So I thought I would just talk about life, talk about Christmas and how everything's going with family. I'm gonna talk about my New Year's resolution, like my goals, what I'm hoping to achieve and all of that. So it's gonna be maybe a long video. So if you have some laundry, pull it up and let's do laundry together. All right, so first of all, Christmas just passed and I feel like this Advent, I'm curious to know about you guys, how your Advent went, but my Advent was probably the best it's been in years. It went super fast though. That's the only downfall is it was like a blink of an eye and Advent was done and it was Christmas time. But I do a video every year about like organizing Christmas and for Christmas so that Advent can be super just chill, relax, peaceful, engage with God. And it is so amazing because this year I felt like it really was exactly what I was hoping that it would be. So so that was great, and so many of you said that I have a little PDF, and so next Advent you can do it, but it's kind of a checklist, and people have said it's helped them so much to just kind of relax, so they could relax during Christmas, and it wasn't like all at once, they had to like rush and stuff. So anyway, I think because I did that too, it was just super peaceful and so holy and good, and I just really got to dive deeper into my relationship with God, and that's exactly what I wanted. I mean, that's what I want for every moment of my life, but it is hard with 5 kids to do that unless I'm super prepared. So I think my goal for this next year is just to be like super prepared, like months in advance, even for birthdays, for Easter, for all these different things that kind of come up, and I always feel like it comes out of nowhere. And so so this year I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be organized, I'm gonna look a month ahead, I'm gonna start planning all of that. Our family, something big that has happened, our family started praying the daily rosary as a family, which has been a huge goal of mine. So my husband had a break for Christmas break, and it was 3 weeks, so it was so good. We got to really like dive into family life and just spend a lot of time with him, good quality time. One of the things that I really wanted to do, and Eric was totally on board with it, was to pray the daily rosary as a family. And I really thought that wouldn't be for another couple of years that we'd be able to do that, just because we do have Maria, who's all over the place during the rosary, and Bella is 5 and she kind of is too. She's kind of all over the place, but we're like, you know what, let's do it this year, let's figure it out. And so it was a little chaotic, I'm not gonna lie. If you have any tips on how to pray the rosary with little kids, please let me know. What we figured out was doing it at night, right before bedtime, putting Maria down to bed first, and then the other kids are really well behaved. But she's so cute, and she's so like such a busybody that she's just like kind of all over the place, so it's kind of funny. But anyway, that has been like seriously a huge desire of mine for the longest time. So I'm like so excited that my husband is on board, and the kids were totally fine with it too. And so so we've been doing that probably like three weeks now that we've been doing the daily rosary, and it has been hard sometimes because it'll be the end of the day and we're like, oh yeah, we need to do that, and we have basketball games and all these different things, or we go to my in-laws house, so like in the car on the way home we'll do it, which is not the best. So I think I want to like just really be more intentional on when we pray the rosary, which it's been every like nighttime, but like during, maybe before mass on Sunday or something like that we could do as a family, I think would be so cool. So so that's my goal, is to like pray the rosary with my family the entire year. That is like one of my really exciting goals, and so far we've been good. I'm doing Bible in a year. I am on my year 3, and So I've been doing it, this is 2 years, and I'm only on day 116. They just talked about Abigail and David, and I loved that story, by the way. And Father Mike is so awesome. He's so good. I feel like God just really did pick him for this time, for what he does. He's so awesome, and he just makes me so happy after listening to the Bible in a year. And I love how he explains things. So that has been good, and so that's my goal, is to finish this year. That is my goal. I'm going to do it. This is the year I'm going to do it. And I feel like I can, because Maria is sleeping through the night. Like, I can wake up at 5 again. There was like last year, there was something off, like, I don't know, with my hormones or something, where I was just tired all the time. And I feel like I conquered that. I feel like I really have been eating extremely clean and healthy. So with that being said, I can wake up at 5 in the morning and do my Bible in the year, which I have been doing, and I have been doing catechism in a year as well. So that I really want to keep up to date as well. So those are kind of some goals that I have set for myself. I did a video 2 weeks back where I talked about Catholic goals, and I am excited because I'm going to do those as well. And I know a lot of you said that you were going to do those too. So it's like a PDF, and you just print it out, and it's the little check marks, but it's really to just honestly help us to dive closer to God and stuff. So anyway, I'm excited. I'm really, really excited for this year, and I have some big ideas of things that might happen. But I mean, ultimately, everything always comes down to like, God, is this what you want? You know, so sometimes I have to be careful not to get ahead of myself with all my big goals, my big desires. And honestly, usually that's when I get pregnant, and it doesn't set me back by any means, because like, babies are the most amazing gift that God could ever give to us. But it definitely like sets me back on like the things that I thought I could achieve, you know, which I think is good. I think that is really a good thing to do at times, because sometimes I just get ahead of myself. I get so excited about different parts of life and different aspects and ministry and all these different things that I'm like, okay, I need to take a step back and just like let God do his thing and be completely on board with whatever that is. So anyway, so I've been praying about some different things that are in the works for this upcoming year, and I'm trying to figure out Instagram. I feel like YouTube has been doing really awesome and great, but I'm not exactly sure how I feel about Instagram. Will you guys let me know down in the comments, like, do you guys do Instagram? I used to love Instagram, and then Reels happened, and I'm not the biggest fan of Reels. Like, some of them are like really fun, but sometimes I just want to look at my family's, you know, or friends' photos and, you know, get caught up on their life. But it's like, there's so much noise now on Instagram that I just get really overwhelmed, to be honest. And I'm not over there as much as I used to, and I don't enjoy it as much as I used to. And I could be totally all alone on that. Maybe you absolutely love Instagram and you like it more maybe now. I'm sure there are a lot of people who love it more now. Because it is like entertaining, and by far, like, I think it's super entertaining, but it's just, I don't know, there's something about it that it just, everything seems so staged. I don't know if that makes sense. And I just like really like more organic things, you know, things that are more organic, if that makes sense. So I love like stories. So that's probably my favorite part of Instagram, now that I don't really see pictures on there as much. I love stories, like getting caught up on people and stuff. So anyway, I am curious to know what your thoughts are on Instagram. Are you over there? I'm just curious to know, is it worth it for me to like try on Instagram? So anyway, that's kind of like one of the things that I'm like trying to process. Like, okay, God, is that a platform you want me to continue to work on, or should I move on and do other things? So anyway, I'm excited for for the future, what God has in store for me and my family. And the kids are doing great. The boys are both in basketball and absolutely love it, and it's really fun to watch them play, and they get so excited when they make a basket. It's so fun. They'll like look over to make sure I'm watching. I'm like, yes, I'm watching, I saw it. You know, they're so cute, but they're just so fun. I love all the different ages of all the kids. You know, obviously there are some that I feel like are really hard, a lot harder than other ages, but for the most part, I think that each age challenges me in different ways, and I do love it. And anyway, so yeah, so that's kind of how Christmas break was. We did a lot, you know, when Eric got off of work, like we did a lot of different activities. Just we went to Mount Vernon. They have where you got to see how George Washington lived and his story, and walked through the house, and it was like late at night, so they had candles everywhere. It was pretty cool. My mother-in-law kind of hooked us up with that. She's very good with that, like planning that kind of stuff up. She did the Nutcracker, so me and Bella and cousins and aunts and my mother-in-law, we all went to the Nutcracker, and that was so fun. It was just fun to have like girly time, you know. I'm a girl's girl. I love hanging out with girls. Another thing that I really want to conquer this year is like feeling good. Like I feel like last year, I talked a little bit about it, I just felt so tired so much of my day, just really run down, tired. And I know it had to do with like my diet and exercising and all of that. So I know everyone always talks about wanting to get back into shape and, you know, working out and all of that, but I really do. And I say that every year. But I think I've figured out eating, like how to eat that makes me feel totally satisfied. It's really healthy, clean foods. And so I feel like I can go into this year doing much better than I did last year. Because last year I was just like, okay, how can I fix this? What can I do? You know, and it took a lot of like research and stuff, because I am in my early 40s, but I realized that I can't just eat whatever I want anymore. I have to like be very intentional on what I eat. And so that has been such a learning experience for me. And what it comes down to, if you're curious, maybe I could do a whole video on it, but that I can only eat, it comes down to calories, but like really healthy, good, clean calories. So I can eat 1,200 calories a day. But what I do is I break it into 4 different meals, if that makes sense. But each meal has to have some fat in it, protein, and then healthy carbs, and a lot of vegetables. So once I realized that, my body went, like I dropped 10 pounds, and I felt amazing. Like my body just kind of went back to like being how it was before. I had the energy and all of that. So with Christmas and Christmas cookies and stuff, today's the first day. I'm getting back into it, and so far, so good. Like I have my little Instapot, and I make chicken in there, and then I make a salad and have oatmeal. I could do a whole video. It's kind of like something I feel passionate about, because I feel so good for the first time in a long time, probably since having Maria. Honestly, I was like very tired and lethargic a lot of the time when she was a baby, and she's over 2 now. So I just feel like I want to share that wealth of knowledge that I had to like really look it up and figure it out. And what it comes down to, I was estrogen dominant, and so my body was kind of out of whack and stuff. So anyway, if you are interested, I would love to like do a whole video on that and just talk about that, because it was so helpful. Share with you all the things that I learned. But anyway, so I have some goals. I want to read a lot more this year, and I do audiobooks. I don't know if you guys do audiobooks, but I'm in a book study right now, and I realized I'm like, I have no time to read. And so every time we'd get together, I was like cramming it in last minute. And the book that we're doing now, which is, what is it, Mary Exposed, I think it's called. I just read the first chapter, but it sounds pretty good. It seems pretty good, and it seems like a little controversial, but it's an audiobook, and so I'm like, I'm so doing that. I'm going to invest in that, and it's been really awesome because it's kind of, I can go like clean and do things while do laundry while listening to the audiobook, and it's so great. So anyway, that's just me in a nutshell. I feel like I could chat with you guys for a long time, but I hope that you guys are all doing great. I want to hear if you had a great Christmas, what you did. And my goal, another goal that I have for this year is I really want to like work on community with you guys. I feel like now that Maria's a little bit older, I feel like I can hopefully comment back on videos and all of that. And anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, I will see you all later. God bless. Bye.